So today I'm making a Polish kotlety. You fry it in some oil, so you need to have good oil in hand, lots of breadcrumbs, as well as a couple of good pieces of bread soaked either in milk or in water. So either one will work. Make sure you have a couple of eggs on hand from your breakfast. And all you really need, if you could put some other spices. Parsley, I don't have any, but I do have thyme. So I don't know what kind of flavorings you have for herbs. And your usual paprika and garlic powder. If you have some breadcrumbs on your hand, definitely you could add at least half a cup. Should be half a cup. So I just bought specifically breadcrumbs for this mixture. I'm going to put some more spices, onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, and stuff like that. And if you have parsley, you can put in dry parsley or fresh. I only got thyme on hand. Seafood, I got some parsley up here. Parsley, basil. Italian seasoning you can't really find anymore. Thyme, parsley. I do have some more parsley. So it does call for parsley. So, and paprika, that's cinnamon. Paprika. Don't have any paprika in here. Rosemary. I have to refill these. These are refillable. Just mix this up and use up everything you have on hand. It might need to have a little bit more or less breadcrumbs if it doesn't form properly. And you could put in some fresh parsley. I'm only using beef, but if you have pork at hand, you can use ground beef and ground pork. So I'm not tried that yet. Only do one or the other. So I'll just add some of these other spices that I use most of the time. And then mix. I'm gonna add a few of my own seasonings. Soy I use a lot, and Worcester, a little bit there, and then the mustard. So this is good also with the ground veal, maybe ground turkey, some kind of mixture, but I often make it just with one type. But mixing it might be a good idea. So now is the messy part, mixing it. So the mixture is nicely formed now. So don't leave out the bread or breadcrumbs. That's important in these kotlety. I know some people don't put it because, well, I got good meat, so I don't need to put the breadcrumbs in there. But breadcrumbs give you that form, that crunch, that nice taste to it. So that's what makes the Polish kotlety or Russian kotlety. I know some people put it in a potato, so you could try that. If you don't want to use breadcrumbs, that could be your option. But I always like to put in breadcrumbs and bread, not try putting in grated potato in it yet. So I might do that one day. Leave half of it and experiment with a little bit. See how that will cook up. If it will cook, I don't know. This is the basic hamburger. Might mix it with some veal next time or something if you have a little bit more money, or some other ground meat, ground pork or something. If you get a little bit more money to spend, buy a couple more different options to have a better taste. basic kotlety hamburger type. Thanks for watching. Let it rest for an hour, a couple hours, make sure it's nicely marinated to form it, and then you'll roll it in the breadcrumbs again. Not in flour like you do with chicken, it's in breadcrumbs. So that's how I know. Don't roll it in flour, roll it in the breadcrumbs, and then fry it in your oil in your pan. So I'll let it marinate at least a couple hours longer. And the other half, I'm going to save it for something else. So I'm not using the whole pack today. Okay, so these are how the hamburgers look like, the Polish kotlety. Form them into a bit of an oval. They might work on the barbecue, but I don't know because I have to bread them and fry them. But if you don't bread them, then you might be able to do them on the barbecue or charcoal. I'm going by the recipe almost, although it calls for beef and pork mixture and onion. I bought onion this month, but the onion, half of it went bad, so I could not use the onion. So I did not have onion in this recipe. I just put garlic powder and the onion powder, these two mixed in to get the onion flavor. And the parsley, I used thyme, so I don't have parsley, but I do have thyme I have because I like Jamaican cooking. So use whatever spices you like, but add at least one or two different types of herb. Will make it a little bit better. If you want to make it hot, you can make it hot or mild. I'm keeping it mild. These are, I might call these famous, almost famous kotlety, because I make these quite often. Maybe I'll try it without the breadcrumbs on the barbecue. I don't know if the barbecue could hold breadcrumbs, because I'm going to roll them in the breadcrumbs and fry them, but I might do some like this and not roll it in the breadcrumbs and do it on the barbecue come a little bit warmer weather. Recipe to freeze it for another day, or I'm going to let this marinate a little bit longer, and I'm going to have to go to this market and buy oil because these have to be fried. So you could try baking them, but they have to be rolled in breadcrumbs. So. Or you could try rolling it in flour. Either way, flour or breadcrumbs will work. This is more Polish way, but you could try it more towards the Russian way. I added the bread, but I think the Russians, they add the potato, or that's Indian, I don't know. So many different recipes for kotlety now. Hard to tell which is from which country. I'm trying the Polish way, which is the bread and breadcrumbs and frying it in oil. So I'm going to call this famous polskie kotlety zrobione w domu, made at home. Thanks for watching. The first time using this as a fryer. So far I think it's going to be working as a fryer as well. It could be a multi use. But this is how they look like before they get fried. Next time I'll try pork, or I'll try mixing ground beef and pork or something different. If I got a little bit more money, I could get another kind of meat. But it's just hamburger, so it's gonna be your famous hamburger cooked inside. If you don't have a barbecue, this is the way. Just don't burn it. Get more space, I could get another one in there. If you can make them a little bit thinner, you could probably cook it a little bit quicker. But these are the kind of oval that I know the hamburger kotlety to be. You don't want to move them around once you put them in the pan. It's like anything else, it may fall apart. Zrobione w domu takie proste kotlety z mięsem, zrobione w domu. Spróbować jak to zrobić. Jensen. Yes, double. Kotlety zrobione w domu. Z mięsem, różne mięso, tak, ładnie. Moje jedzenie, kotlety mielone, polskie jedzenie. Cut one opening for you.